It's a new year, a new season, and we are underway.
Really dominating fashion here today is going to win.
2, 3, 4 for the final time.
Win number 1 of the season, only just barely.
He is going to win here at the NOFSRL Speedway.
Wins the Emerson Electric 100K.
Gonna be Igor Barretto's gonna eke it out.
Cup Series champion is Shane Lake in the number 15.
Welcome to the NOFSRL.
After a barn burner at Texas Motor Speedway under the lights, we come here to the first state at the Concrete Canyon. White Lightning, the Monster Mile, Dover Downs, whatever you want to call it. This is the Dover International Speedway. It's going to be this first race here on this racetrack for the Scots National Series, and the last with this series going defunct at the end of the year. But either way, it's going to be an interesting one for sure. From the strategy department, we'll see how the racing goes here in just a little bit. 42 going to take on this 1 mile track here, the Rite-Aid 200. And as I said, the strategy is going to be hot and heavy here at the Monster Mile. Coming into this race, it is Quentin Moore leading the points, 337 to the championship. He is 12 ahead of Timothy Ruiz, 13 ahead of Max Anderson, 19 ahead of Alex Watts, 22 ahead of Justin Zeidel, 25 ahead of Jackson Harrison, Juan Rodriguez 27 back, DJ Reed 28 back, Roberto Crown Jr. 35 back, and in 10th, Carter Joey 38 back. And we are set for a interesting race for sure. I know I keep saying that. I don't exactly know how this race is going to go. Dover is a bit unpredictable in the racing department, but we'll see. Dale Lightning is going to lead us to the green flag in that 77, and we'll see how that Arctic Racing team does here in just a little bit once the green flag goes down. Let's go down trackside, get your starting lineup, and we'll get this pace lap started. And it's time to get the engines fired here at Dover. 42 going to roll off. It's Dale Lightning on the pole position alongside John Andrews, in the 01. In row number 2, we find Caleb Rose in the 98 alongside Winnie Calhoun in the 20. In row number 3, it's Alex Watts in the 00. He's starting alongside Justin Zeidel in the 90. In row number 4, it's Eric Olson in the 78, starting alongside Derek Hamill. And rounding out the top 10, we find Keith Kent in the 83. He is starting alongside Jackson Harrison in the 12. I believe everyone is rolling off here. So we should be good to go racing here at the Monster Mile. It's going to be an interesting one from the strategy department. We'll have to see how the racing is here for these national cars. The racing in the latter part of the events in Cabela's have been tremendous. The rest of the race has left something to be desired, admittedly, but we will see what happens here. Pace car is down, field coming down the front straightaway, and the Rite-Aid 200. We're green here at Dover. Dale Lightning leads lap number 1 here at Dover Downs. Caleb Rose settles into that second position. Alex Watts is in third. Eric Olson in the 4th position on the inside of John Anderson. We got trouble in turn number 1. Brandon Yodel in the 82 gone around. Matt Tuck may have been back there with him. I don't know. But at least a 1-car incident on the front straightaway. Well, no, that was multiple cars. Look at all the skid marks. Caution is already out here at Dover on lap number 3. We barely made it a lap before they spun around on lap number 2. And even though this is a 30-lap fuel run race with the smaller fuel tanks, I do not think we are going to see anybody coming down onto the pit road here. Although I could be proven wrong here. We're probably going to see Brennan Yodel come down, but that might be about it. here in the early stages at Dover. He's got damage on that 83 on the left side of it. So we'll see what happened here in just a second to him. See if he does indeed come down the pit road. Well, he's got damage to the left and the right side. So he's taking a double whammy on both sides here, but doesn't look like he's going to come down onto the pit road. But the field pacing behind Dale Lightning in the 77. Caleb Rose is in second. Alex Watts, Eric Olson, Keith Kent, Ethan Farley, John Andrews, Joshua Harrison, Jordan Lopez, and Winnie Calhoun. That is the top 10. Let's go back and take a look at what happened to set it off here at Dover International Speedway. So first, watching from overhead here as they are 4 wide coming out of turn number 4. And Merlin up into Tuck, up into Yodel, up into Dean. And Bouchard gets a piece there of the 82. Bouchard in the 7. Tuck and Yodel both spin around to the inside. Aiden Macro gets a little piece there from the 33. Quentin Moore, Whitlock, and Perez very, very lucky they're getting by, but Yodel definitely looks like he's getting the worst of that here at Dover. Let's take a look at another angle. Taking a look at full speed here as they round turn number 4. Merlin up into Tuck. Boom! They go into the outside wall. And down to the inside they go, spinning around. Somehow only 2 cars spinning out and only about 3 or 4 getting any serious or any damage at all here from this incident. But nobody pitting under this caution. It was Dale Lightning who's going to lead us to the green flag here at Dover. And with that said, the track is clear. We are good to go. So let's head to the restart here at Dover. Back with your live picture here at Dover. Dale Lightning leads the field ahead of Caleb Rose, Alex Watts, Eric Olson, Keith Kent. That's the top 5 here at Dover. We are getting ready to go green flag racing once again here in the Rite-Aid 200. Pace car is going to come down onto the pit road. Dale Lightning looking for the green flag as it's getting ready to come back out here on lap number 7 as we're going to get it this time. Green flag is back out. We are racing again at Dover. Already seeing some double file behind there. Caleb Rose trying to close in on the backside as some cars go wide. Declan Wellington Turner is one. Boston Jones is another, with Bouchard, O'Neill, and Roberto Crown Jr. slipping to the outside. Fitzy's up there as well. That outside line is not where you want to be here at Dover. Not at all. You can see just everyone who gets on that outside being freight trained right now. But up front for the race lead, Caleb Rose is going to try to get around Dale Lightning. A feat that is darn near impossible here at Dover is passing for the lead. We see overtakes all throughout the field, but it's very rare to see one at the lead. And even there, you see it. Second position, Alex Watts in the 00. He's not going to just go for second. He's going to go for the lead on Dale Lightning. Lightning stretches away, though, going into turn 3. Watts is going to slide high, and here comes Rose down low again in that 98. Not quite able to get there. It is extremely difficult to overtake at the front here at Dover, but as you see back here, 3 wide. Madison Tall gets by both of them. Hamill and Harrison. Tremendous racing going on all throughout the field. Off of the restart here. Nobody out of the race, by the way, as a result of that first incident. Brendan Yodel is actually still on the pace with everybody else. Doesn't look like he was injured too badly from that accident, but he is stuck on that outside lane. And again, that is not where you want to be. Third place now, Eric Olson, the 78. Going to take a look at Caleb Rose. Caleb Rose not going to give it up. He's going to make that outside line work, and Olson will fall back in behind him. Here with more sun on the track, it is clear they are definitely skating on it more than they would if it was a cloudy condition, and that is always good to see here because it means they're going to have more action going on all throughout the rest of the field. Even if it means it won't be going on up at the front for the race lead. Just as I say that, here comes Alex Watts on the inside of Dale Lightning, headed off into turn number 1. Lightning is going to hold on to it as Watts got loose coming out of turn number 4. Almost got there though. That was really, really close. Shades of Stephen Colon in the first ever what was then Mac Tools Cup Series here at Dover, getting to the inside of Jacob Britz with 3 laps to go. He went on to win that race. Alex Watts almost did the same, except he made the move a little earlier than Cologne did. Cologne made the move right at the start-finish line. And Watts is going to close back in as Lightning slips a little wider once again. On to lap number 16. 25 laps to go. Pretty much everybody glued to that inside line now. Up through the first roughly 20 positions, looks like. Or 19 positions. Well, it'll be a little more now as these guys get singled out. Guys and gals. On to lap number 17. Watts still pressing against the backside. Side by side, though, for the 4th position. Alex Watts' teammate, Ethan Farley, moving up to the 4th position, leaving Olsen on the outside. Keith Kent's going to take a look down low. He's going to try to get a top 5 spot, and he will. Watts is going to take a look, headed off into 1, and did not make the move soon enough. Lightning stretches away big time, and Rose might get by the double O as well. Watts slides wide. Here comes Rose down low. Lightning is slow up front. So they will close back in on that 77 once again. Rose getting a little higher there. And Watts going to be pressed against the backside of that 77 coming out of turn number 4. Slips again. And Lightning will maintain first place. Harrison going to take a look at Kent. Not going to be able to get there. Zidell and Olsen, though, going to go side by side for that 7th position on track. And give it to Justin Zidell. He and Dale Lightning flying the banner high for Arctic Racing. Their teammate, Juan Rodriguez, deep in the field. There he is. And he is in 20th right now, as far as scoring goes. He is trying to work that outside on Winnie Calhoun. Calhoun's, though, going to get by for 20th. Car number 20 to 20th. And now Rodriguez is stuck on that outside. He's going to slip back, as is Anderson, as will Kelly. Alex Kelly, the 76 in the target colors. So we're just past halfway done here at Dover. Dale Lightning has led all the laps so far. Alex Watts trying to take it away from him. Caleb Rose waiting in the wings as well in car number 98. Watts was probably close enough to make the move. He just didn't do it soon enough to be able to be there on the inside, headed off into turn number 1. Because you got to make the move headed off into turn number 1. That never happens over here in turn 3 and 4. And chances are the overtake is going to take a full lap to perform. Rose going to take a look down low on Watts. Watts shuts the door on him. And is going to take a look down low as Lightning gets a little wide. We'll pull back in line behind the 77, though. Nose to tail coming down the front straightaway into turn 1. Lightning, Watts. Remaining 1 and 2. Lopez on the inside of Kansas winner Lewis, or Igor Barreto rather. He's going to take the position away there. That is for 8th place. Barreto will now fall to 10th as John Andrews gets around him as Barreto stuck on that outside lane. That's the lane you do not want to be stuck in here at Dover. You see he lost 2 positions there. Last car on the track right now, Matt Tuck in the 33. Had such great hopes coming out of Talladega, and he has had a rough 3 now stretch of races from Kansas to Texas and now Dover. Down the back straightaway once again here on lap number 27, coming to lap 28. This time, could Watts be close enough? No, he bogged out of the exit again, so Lightning will hold on to it. Will Caleb Rose be able to get by? Here comes your move you need to make here. Rose is down to the inside of Watts. Will he be able to take second position away? Is he going to be there coming out of turn number 2? No. Watts was somehow able to hold him off. And if we're approaching on lap 30 now, we could see pit cycles coming up here in just a little bit. That could ultimately decide the outcome of this race. You can definitely tell they are running slower now as the tires begin to wear off here at Dover. Rose slowing up a little bit. He's not quite coming down to the pit road, though. We'll see if anybody else does. We're coming to lap 30 this time. And yes, a whole lot will. So the pit cycle beginning here at Dover Downs. None of the front guys pit, though. Rose a little wide coming out of 3. Watts on the backside of Lightning. Could be coming down this time, though. And the whole top 3 will. And you've got to have a good stop here. Now everybody's on the pit road. Lone car just coming off. Logan Alexander. As the leaders are on the pit road. No mistakes here. You want no mistakes here as they are all next to each other. Any little mistake could cost somebody a chance at victory. Dale Lightning has led every single lap so far in this race. Calhoun's going to come off. That's not part of this group. Rose and Watts, we're watching them. Watts going to come off the pit road and overtake Lightning for the race lead. Rose falls to 4th. Farley in 3rd. Oh boy. And Reed might have moved up to 3rd there in that cycle. Now 9 laps to go this time at Dover. Who's leading? It is Alex Watts. Ahead of Dale Lightning, DJ Reed, Ethan Farley, Zachary Fitzwater, who is currently side by side with Caleb Rose. And the NR 2003 legend will hold on to that spot. Lightning gonna try to chase down that 00. Does he have enough time? 8 laps to go here at Dover. The gap 1.42 seconds. It was 1.49. He's got to do it quicker. He cannot gain back at that rate. Watts could probably just Sanford and Son it around for just the next 7 laps now, and he'd be able to win it. Let's see more cars on the pit lane. DJ Reed going to get to the inside of Lightning. 1.18 seconds behind the lead pace of Alex Watts. And this could cost both of them a chance at the victory. Coming around for 6 laps to go, and they are still side by side. And surely Watts is going to pull away here. Absolutely. 6 laps to go, 0.62, and yes, I do believe that will cost them both an opportunity at this victory. But if something happens, we will get a green-white checker. And I don't think anything will. Doesn't look like it would at this point. Not at all. 1.34 the gap now at 5 laps to go. Gaining ever so slightly. Boston Jones just coming off of the pit road in the 18. Reed and Lightning going to go side by side once again for second. And surely this is going to do it here. Yes, indeed. 4 laps to go for Alex Watts to grab his first win, barring incident, here at Dover. Hasn't exactly been the best of races, I will admit that personally. But Watts, 3 laps away from stealing one from Dale Lightning. With pit road strategy here, he came off first of that group, that lead group that came down into the pits. Watts coming around, 2 laps remain here at Dover. They are not gaining at all. Well, they gained a little bit, but it's definitely not enough. Watts, and they're still going side by side back there. It's going to be a battle for second, not a battle for the win, as Watts is just smooth sailing up front, coming around for the white flag. One more time around White Lightning, the Monster Mile, Dover Downs, Dover International Speedway. Alex Watts gets booted to the outside by the lap car Boston Jones. No matter though. Reed and Lightning are not close enough. Nothing is going to cost him this victory. Just cruising around turn 3 and 4 on the inside. Coming out of turn number 4. First career win. Alex Watts wins the Rite-Aid 200 at Dover. If you're going to win on pit strategy, that's the way to do it. We saw Louis Zankala win on pit strategy at Phoenix. And the pit strategy comes back here at Dover. Alex Watts steals it away from what looked like a sure victory for Dale Lightning. And now Watts and Ruby Motorsports have their first win. And it comes here in the first state at the Concrete Monster Mile. We'll take a look at your finishing results here at Dover. Alex Watts wins ahead of DJ Reed, Dale Lightning, Zachary Fitzwater, Caleb Rose, Ethan Farley, Alex Kelly, Joshua Harrison, Quentin Moore, and Keith Kent. They all round out the top 10 here at Dover. We'll take a look at the rest of your finishing results here. As Riley Snare, the only car unable to finish this race with a tire problem. Perez finishing 5 laps down, Jones 4 down, Bouchard 4 down, Yodel 1 lap down. He was involved in that first incident that I still don't know at this moment in recording exactly what happened, because you know I record the replays in post, but I'll go and take care of those in a second. But hey, congratulations, Alex Watts, on your first win of your Scots National Series career and first of any kind here on the Trinity River Network. We'll take a look at the rest of your... We've taken a look at your finishing results here. We'll take a look at your point standings, your owner standings, and wrap it up here at the Monster Mile. Until the next race, y'all take care, stay safe, have a good one.
Welcome to the NOFSRL.